Hey my friends, it's Tanya Haffern and welcome to the Side Hustle Academy Vodcast, where we help entrepreneurs build their impact, influence and income. Today's recording is with Albert van Wyk and I hope you'll really enjoy it. It's a message about empowering yourself to create financial independence. Albert, welcome to our studios. Thanks you for joining
Tanya.
us.
It's an honor to be here.
Tell me, what is it about you, Albert, that made you a millionaire at 22?
So I always tell the story about me as a youngster that I wanted a bike and I couldn't get the bike. And then on that day when I was 10 years old, I started asking the question, why can't I buy this bike? And why can't I buy any bike that I want? So from there, I think it's that questioning, the mindset to think, hey, why can't I get this and how am I going to get this? And mixed with the drive. It was a very emotional thing for me. And then thirdly, it's the financial education. So then from there, I started reading books and finding out how I could figure it out to get to that point.
And now do you go around educating anybody else out there? Do you go around sharing your story and trying to empower other people? Or what are you about?
I'm very passionate about going to schools, talking to the youth about financial concepts, tools and tips that they need to imply in their lives. And I think more than 90% of South Africa is in a state where their parents are teaching them financial concepts, but the parents do not know. So we're very passionate about teaching those correct financial concepts to the youth.
And have you noticed any kind of change in the community? Have you had feedback from the kids or heard any kind of success story that's come out of these amazing efforts?
The story is amazing. 3 days ago, I got a message from a guy on Instagram, and he said before he attended my course, he wanted to buy himself a PC, a gaming PC. But then after he attended my course, he bought himself a broken lawnmower. Then he fixed it up. He made $5,000 on the lawnmower after he sold it. And in his December holiday, he did 4 more of those. So that's a grade 11 student generating 25 grand over his December holiday.
Any book that you would particularly recommend to people getting out there and just starting out? Or do they just go and look under the financial education section?
Well, there's a few books. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have to obviously sell my own book. So my book is How to Become a Millionaire at 22. But then if you're a startup, I'll say books that influenced me when I was just starting out was Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It just gives you a different perspective on money. Then Richard Templar's Rules of Wealth. It's all of the nitty-gritty like credit, investing, debit, all of those things. Then I would say another book that had a big impact on me was The Richest Man in Babylon. It teaches you how to grow wealth exponentially and how to save better and how to get rid of debt. And then finally, I'll say How to Win Friends and Influence People. Because any business, any entrepreneurial journey has so much to do with sales and people. Behind every business, there's a person. So that book really just teaches you how to interact with people correctly.
And what do you say to people who come along and say to you, look, I want to go out there, I want to start my own business, I want to do something, but please, anything but sales?
Like a lot of people think that entrepreneurs should be the inventor. Right? Like you get the big guys like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, that's inventors. They create something new that they then sell. And a lot of people think that entrepreneurship should be like that. But I think there's 2 types of entrepreneurs. You can be the inventor guy, right? And then you can hire salespeople and other people that can take this product to market. So sometimes it's good if you don't want to be the salesperson, team up with the salesperson as your business partner, because you're going to need that. But the other type of entrepreneur that I really relate to is the type of entrepreneur that doesn't really, invent something new, but takes something that's already there and makes it better.
And now tell me a little bit about social media and because I know that's another company that you have as well. So what does that offer and what does that do? And give us 3 tips around using social media to leverage your exposure out there.
Okay, cool. So I have a company called Gazaroo where we do social media marketing for clients. So I'm going to put that hat on now. A few tips. First of all, your social media needs to look good. And therefore your brand needs to be wrapped well with shiny wrapping, glittery sparkles, because that will then provide the first impression, and then from there they'll look at the rest of the content. The second thing is make sure you provide value. A lot of people just sell. Provide value to people. that's on social media. Give them something that can, change their lives and benefit them. And then you'll get that following and those people that look at your stuff and your content. Engage a lot.
Okay.
A lot of people use social media as some kind of buffer between them and the clients. Like just throw stuff up there and then they go on with their lives thinking they will do the job. Engage with your audience.
And now we're at my favorite part of the show, where you get 60 seconds to teach me a new skill. And I can hardly wait to hear what you're going to be teaching me today, Albert.
Yeah, so I'm going to, in our journey at Millionaire 22, where we travel across the country, we have to take a lot of selfies. And on my website, I have a counter of how many books we've sold, how many places we've visited, and how many selfies we've taken. So I think we're sitting at about almost 3,000 to 5,000 selfies that we've taken. So I'm going to teach you how to take a selfie correctly, the correct way.
Fantastic. And I hope it's going to make me look fabulous, because that's really important.
It will.
Okay, fantastic.
Awesome.
Great.
Okay, so a lot of people make the mistake of holding the phone like this and trying to take a selfie. Then you get too much of the arm, and then the phone is also unstable. So what you want to do is you want to hold the phone like this from the top, and then you get less arm, more of your body, and then you can press it with your thumb. Boom, just there. You also want to take from the top. You don't get the nostrils from the bottom, and that you don't look fat from the bottom. You look thinner from the top, stronger, and you get a better picture of your face. And then with the hand from the top, you take it with your thumb. Smile.
Fantastic. That sounds like a lot of fun. Let me give that a try. So we've got to hold it in our hands. Oh, this feels unusual.
Yes, exactly,
okay.
like that.
Yes, and then
you need to grip it with this finger.
Yes.
And then you press the button with your thumb.
Press the button with my thumb.
There we go, like this.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay,
there we
like
go.
that.
Okay, you hold it up. And then
we need to be in selfie mode.
And then you go.
There we go. Let's get us. Yay!
Awesome.
Fantastic. I think that worked really well.
Okay, cool.
There we go. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Well done. Now tell me, Albert, where can people go and find you?
So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and YouTube, and also Iono FM. They can just put in the tag @Millionaire22. Then they'll find me on all of those platforms. They can also check out my website, www.millionaire22.com, and they'll find all of the content as well as the book there. And there they can also book me or contact me for corporate talks, school visits and talks, media interviews.
Fantastic. Now, just in closing, let's imagine that you're speaking to someone, they're about to leave school at the end of this year. They're undecided as to whether they should go and study, whether they should go and do a gap year, or whether they should go and start some entrepreneurial dream. What advice would you give them and why?
So if you have the opportunity to go study, if you can, if someone already is willing to pay or you have a bursary or something, go study. It's like 3 or 4 years you get without any responsibility. No one's expecting you to generate a lot of income. Nobody's expecting you to pay for stuff. But use those 3 to 4 years to learn lessons of how to work with people, enroll in sports teams and committees, and learn yourself leadership skills, learn how to communicate with people, and then start your business. Start your business as soon as you leave school. If you're going to study or not, you need to start your business so you can start learning. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to lose money, you're going to make money, and you're going to lose clients, you're going to win clients. There's a lot of lessons that you still need to learn in an entrepreneurial startup. So why not do that while you have those 3 to 4 years where there's no pressure?
Wonderful. That's some really good advice. So thank you very much for being with us today, Albert. I think that they've added some fantastic value to our viewers, and I'm sure they're going to learn a lot from you. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you for having me, Tanya. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for watching Side Hustle Academy, the #1 show for entrepreneurs who want to take their skills to the next level. We do weekly interviews, so if you're new here, please consider subscribing to this channel and sharing it with people who you think might benefit from this type of content. Remember, some of the best tips and strategies come from you, the Side Hustle community. So connect with everybody in the comment section. Keep crushing it, and we'll chat soon.